Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. In this video I'm going to focus on the Voice of Orpheus and tell you why I think he has just gone up the Mythic rankings by quite a few places. How's that possible, you may say? He's exactly the same as he was for the last few years. His spell hasn't changed at all. But the thing is, Elementalist has come out recently and that has been a bit of a game changer regarding PvP and Guild Wars. That third trait, where you get frozen, entangled, stunned and burnt simply by the enemy getting a 4-match, has been absolutely crucifying some teams. But this guy laughs in the face of that Elementalist class. With that third trait, cleanse all allies when matching yellow gems, and that second trait, Impervious, immune to all status effects, Devour, Lycanthropy and Mana Burn, he can't be affected by them. Stun is one of the status effects he's immune to, so basically he does not get affected by that, and he's always there to cleanse all allies when matching yellow gems. One of the only things that can stop him is something like the Essence of Evil, because that includes all the negative status effects, and that includes the ones which bypass Impervious. So he is subject to attack from Essence of Evil as a weapon, but I think very little else. So really handy to have in the team, an absolute game changer when it comes to fighting the Elementalist classes, and you can fit him into a red, yellow or purple team. The spell deals damage to an enemy boosted by all ally mana, and cleanses all allies too. It's actually quite handy that cleanses all allies is part of his spell at the same time. This means if you're not getting yellow gems all the time, you can actually cast his spell for the same effect, and then give all other allies 5 mana. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put him up against a team which ordinarily would absolutely crucify us if we didn't have him in the team. Like, I've got two teams here. This Voice Dart one here, which is Rope Dart and Voice of Orpheus. Yes, it took me ages to think of that team name. And a team here, like which is entirely based on skull-based troops, and would absolutely be crucified if it wasn't for the fact if we got entangled on this, it would be an absolute nightmare. So, but first of all, I'll show this one, and the way this works is we're using all yellow. We've got Rope Dart in first place, which eliminates all armor and deals damage, and then pulls them to first position. Holy St. Astra gives life and armor to all allies, creates a light storm, which is yellow, and enchants all humans, and our team is entirely all human. Divine Ishbala transforms red to skulls and green to yellow, and enchants 2 random allies at the same time. And Voice of Orpheus is there mainly for that spell, but we can pick off somebody who's low on health with his cast of his spell at the same time. So just show the banners. We're on +2 yellow, +1 purple, -1 brown. And just for the sake of it, I'm in priest class for this. Not used that often anymore. But the traits are quite handy. We get bonus yellow. All allies heal 2 points per turn in the trait. And from the talent trees, I'm going to be using Serendipity, Leading Light, Brilliant Aura, Dawn's Aura, Mentor, Tree of Knowledge, and Divinity. We probably don't need that one, to be honest. It's like, you know, we could do some more yellow maybe, but yeah, we'll go for that because we got enchantments happening all over the place already from 2 separate troops. Right, so we'll be getting yellow anyway, but we're up against a team here that would be, you know, pretty nasty to fight against ordinarily. They're in Elementalist class, so any 4-match is going to cause those entangles, freezes, burns and stuns. Our Borrowed Crystal, they'll be able to cast that and generate mana for their whole team, and it has a summon at the same time. 2 King Gobtruffles are going to be really annoying, causing that disease which slows down our mana generation and causing 4 matches at the same time. So overall, oh, and Mirage Queen gives them a 50% head start. So yeah, this should be a horrible team to fight against, but I'll show how Voice of Orpheus just laughs in the face of that Elementalist third trait. Good thing about this team is where yellow is our primary colour, by collecting yellow, we automatically are getting that cleanse all the time. So we'll just put that on the first enemy. If this goes too well at the beginning, I'll actually give them a chance to entangle us and stuff like that on purpose. So the whole point of it is to show how Voice of Orpheus can change what ordinarily would have been a tricky team. I'll just do that on the first enemy again then, just for the crack. I'll just grab anything because I want them to get some 4 matches. There you go, look, they've caused havoc. Ordinarily this would be an absolute pain. We've got the first 2 troops entangled. They're frozen and burnt as well. She's diseased. Voice of Orpheus comes along and says, well, I'm apparently this really weak mythic that nobody liked, but yeah, how'd you like that? Am I weak now? No, I'm really, really handy. Now we'll start playing the game more properly, if you like. Keep a lookout for these conversions for Ishbala. Can do rope dart again now if we want. The good thing about Orpheus is as well, his spell is actually useful for taking out enemies on a low amount of health. Like Gobtruffle there, he's got 50 health left. I know we can hit them with this, but they're entangled, but we can use this, hit him on that. They're going to get a summon back anyway, but it was just to show the effect how you can actually take out a troop really easily. We're entangled on the first one again. Oh no, we're not. The Voice of Orpheus is here to save the day yet again. And so we'll continue. We can use St. Astra to give us life and enchantment. More protection. Nearly took out their Wild Queen already, which was a particularly lucky summon from them, but we're dealing with it without any hassle whatsoever. We can cast Ishbala again now, so we've got that green to yellow conversion. Lots of skulls everywhere, but no actual format, unless we've got red to skulls from Ishbala somewhere, which we don't. So we can... who should we pick on? Let's pick on their hero. Get rid of that annoying summon. Got red skulls anywhere? No. But now they've gone, that stops that summon. Like I say, you keep on getting this cleanse anyway. This is a natural format. If anybody did have a disease or something like that you didn't notice, then it's going to get cured. Very simply and very easily. And then we can use him to one-shot. Or not one shot, sorry, just take out that Gobtruffle. Astra to give everyone enchant and more life. Not that we need it, just for the crack really. But yeah, this team wouldn't have worked anywhere near, would have been in all sorts of trouble if it wasn't for the Voice of Orpheus. And an easy win against a team otherwise would have caused a lot of hassle really. Now I'll just show how it works in another team. We are against the same enemy. This is just a defense team I set up. But this is how you can use it as well in a team that is not set up to actually even make use of Voice of Orpheus. You just put in there as a defender. Now this is a team which you would not ordinarily associate with Voice of Orpheus working in, because it's Sun Spear. The whole point of this team is to set fire to the opposition, then get triple skull damage like Shegra there. That third trait burns a random enemy when matching red gems. And we're in Sun Spear class, and with that Fireblade third trait, you get triple skull damage on burning enemies. I'll just show that. The ones here are Fireblade, deal triple skull damage to burning enemies. Firebringer, we get bonus red. All red allies gain 1 magic. Create a firestorm at the start. Entangle the first enemy. Immune to frozen while giving somebody frozen at the start. So that is the class, and we've got +2 red, +1 brown, -1 purple as the banner. Doesn't matter that Voice of Orpheus uses purple. It's his trait which is the main thing that makes this work. And like I say, ordinarily I wouldn't have had him in the team. This would be Infernus or something like that. Someone that burns all enemies on a format, which makes the triple skull damage come into effect really early. And where all our allies on this team are based on skull damage, the Doomed Crossbow transforms blue to Doom Skulls, Shegra changes red to skulls, and Miraji Queen changes green to Doom Skulls. This team would be in serious trouble if we were entangled, because it just renders the whole thing ineffective. But all I've done is take out Infernus, who would be here ordinarily, and put in Voice of Orpheus, because if we were fighting a team that was... Oops, no, I've done this wrong way around. Hang on. Messed up there. We clicked the right one, that was that one. Yeah. Right, let's get it the right way around. Right, so yeah, if we had the typical team with Infernus and that, this team would be horrible to fight against because they get all those entangles, freezes like we just saw on the previous game. But with just one swap here, we'll take out Infernus, put in Voice of Orpheus, and let's see how much easier this becomes. We'll always grab a 4-match like that anyway. But if we get Brown with this team, we get Shegra charged up straight away, which is really, really handy. Well, I could cast this straight away, but I actually kind of want them to get me entangled again a little bit, just to show what happens. So what's the best thing to do here? I want to give them some sort of advantage, but not too much at the same time, because that's unrealistic. Now what I do normally is I would actually cast... Will I cast Shegra here? No, I wouldn't, because there's no guaranteed red alignment. No, I'll just give him a chance. I'll just take some green. Right, we've got the first ally entangled. That would be a real pain in this team, because, like I say, our entire team is based on skull damage. But what we can do, we can grab some yellow. That's cured that straight away. We're now ready to go again. We've got some good red alignment, ready for Shegra. Now we can do loads of damage. And that would not have been possible if Voice of Orpheus was not in the team. To give us that cleanse, we've now got blue to crossbow. Load more damage. Again, would have still been entangled ordinarily. This would not have happened if Voice of Orpheus was not in the team. We'd have been in an absolute world of trouble. We can now look out for green to skull as well, which we've got up the top. And give them a bash as well. Yeah, and Voice of Orpheus is the one that actually changed that. So he used to be weak before Elementalist class came along, but now for me he's regarded as one of the better mythics, because anything that's red, yellow or purple, especially if you're against a Elementalist class, he is going to be an absolute game changer for you. He's in the Soul Forge at the time of this video, and that's why I think he's really, really good now. Well, there's a video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, because I've got tons of Gems of War stuff coming in the future. And see you again next time. Bye for now.